Alright, we're back here with Rogue Trader. Last we left off, we kind of were just clearing out the prison colony, if I remember correctly. A bunch of Drukhari were there. They left before we killed them all, but we handled them pretty satisfactorily, and we got our other colony now. Before I got off, I went to go do some inventory management, and one thing I noticed is that we got a lot of Imperial Navy rep. So I wanted to just, grab these all on camera. So we got a better engine. Cool. Got better armor. A better lance. Slightly less range. Well, it doesn't tell you how many range, just as long or medium. It's funny, that doesn't actually give you a number. But a wide firing arc is very nice. Don't think those are better than the Genestealer Janus. Unfortunately, these things don't actually give you much information. Those are also fine, I think. Much more damage, like a huge amount, but the reload time, who knows. Here we go. Here are some much higher damaging macro batteries. They don't give you like accuracy that. I don't know, it's weird. And here's some more long range. These ones are a straight upgrade, like by a huge degree. That's a lot of damage. It's almost 50%. So let's take a look at how the ship's doing. First things first, armor. There is no reason not to get rid of it. So, cargo, good. Got a better engine. It says strong, so I'm assuming it is strong. Cool. Get rid of that shield. Yeah, see, we have two Styges. Well, you can at least replace one of these. Cool. I feel like the Genestealer Janus is still so much better because that one we fire every turn. Unfortunately, again, as I mentioned, these things give you no information on actually what anything is doing. Let's go for a medium range, though. Yeah, let's replace the Mizoa Lance. It's about time. That's just another Godsbane. We literally cannot have more than one, so I don't know. Also, we haven't gotten anything for the second arsenal slot. Nope. That is an alarm. Ignore that. Question is, do we replace with these? 427 is a lot of damage. We're losing some range, but I think that's okay. And man, I do wish the tooltips for this stuff were a little bit more informative, because besides damage, it doesn't tell you any of the distinction here. Like Aldari sonic torpedoes, why is that not a highlighted thing that I can see? Because obviously that is slightly different than plasma torpedoes or whatever. It also tell you like what type of damage this is. Like I said, does plasma, so that's energy, and these are macro cannons that are physical, right? Blast maybe potentially, but it'd be nice if they just told you these things. Likewise, see, blast and kinetic are different things as well. Get rid of that. Do we go back to the 10% more hit chance? I think we're fine, honestly. The more crit is a little bit more useful, I think. Yeah. Okay, upgrades. Let's see. We have a lot of scrap to spend. So we could upgrade new heading. We could also upgrade vulnerability scan. More damage. And it makes it be at the same side. Sure. New heading's already useful enough, and the cooldown reduction is fine, right? But worth 100, maybe not. 215 for next scrap level. That's quite a bit, honestly. We could upgrade to RAM. We just never rammed, so not too important for me, honestly. Also, we had a colony notification before we got off. Vabo 6, call. Lord Captain, disturbing reports coming from the quarries of Vabo 6. The convicts have lost their minds. They forget how to use tools, they huddle together, and continue to stare aimlessly into space, even after lashes the whips, ruining the mining deadlines. They were possessed by the urge to their own nails, scratch blasphemous symbols on tools, machines, and even their own bodies. The most mad have painted the walls of several mines from floor to ceiling of symbols and have gotten off deep into the mining tunnels. None of them can be found. Overseer considered a play to divert attention from the escapes and impending rebellion. Where are the symbols being scratched out? Hard to give them any sort of intelligible definition. Unnaturally round circles connected by lines. The lines are interrupted by groups of dots. Some patterns follow some sort of common logic, others are unique. I can write pics of them. After examining them, we realized they're connected to a strange logical sequence. Alright, what do my advisors have to say? Spotting an intriguing pattern in the drawings of the symbols left by prisoners, hypothesis. They have a practical purpose. Interesting, so I wonder if Pascal's offering here is identical to one we get from noticing the logical pattern. Requesting access to the mines and rights to investigate the specimen for Adeptus Mechanicus. Disappearing prisoners? What was the point of running away from penal servitude? The entire world is a prison cell. No shrine, these Ashmeds have found some sort of smuggling tunnel network and are hiding there. Drawings are their secret language where they used to give orders to their fellow prisoners. And I know guys who find such a secret place and decipher these languages. If the convicts continue to disappear for no reason, the unrest will soon follow. Whether out of fear of or hope of possible escape, to stifle this, we need to put pressure on the convict leaders. My experience suggests that such people could hold more sway than any overseer. Okay, we've got a couple options here. Expert cartographer, so there's that. I'm going to look up what is peculiar trinket, because that looks like an actual object. They gain 2 times equipped armor deflection temporary wounds, and when they drop to 0, they fall prone and gain 10% of their maximum wounds. So it's a revive and a little bit of same for Abelard theoretically. So it is decent option. Expert cartographer is questionable, right? Don't know what it does. And then what's Abelard? Watchdogs of Viavos. And it would cost us people. We are at 15 people, so it's honestly not too bad. Let me see if I can find anything. Nope, seems like someone else has asked the question a couple days ago. And also I can confirm via this recent post that, yeah, all tooltips were busted. And then Watchdogs of Viavos. So Expert Cartographer is a logic buff to the entire party, which is, something. Viavos. So we really don't need 7 logic. I mean, it is the equivalent of getting one like of the passive skills. But I think our logic's pretty fine, honestly. These party-wide buffs to certain skills are, interesting because in reality they function as basically a buff to one character because you have one character usually specialized. But Peculiar Trinket, potentially very good. And Watchdogs of Evo 6 is what I think I want to do. So we're going to do this one. If the ability or buff either A doesn't appear or if it's like that one from previously where I couldn't figure out what the heck it does, I'll do Jais, but we'll start with this one. I'm going to pay for those who have been exiled to Penal World for atonement and yet continue to create disorder all around themselves. Exhausted by sophisticated interrogations, the 4-men have ordered to exterminate anyone who shows signs of insanity. Purge has wiped out many workers, but disappearances and strange phenomena have stopped. Okay, so quickly, what is that? Oh hey, some of these things are appearing now that weren't appearing beforehand. Interesting. There's that crit damage. That's useful. It's looking like we're not getting anything. Well, that's unfortunate. I do wish the game was not like that. No, it's on you. Man, that's extremely unfortunate. I really wish things like this is. I know I've complained about it many times now. It's because my largest complaint about the game is like these things don't work. So it's just like, what is my purpose? What am I doing things for? And this doesn't tell you, so it's just kind of like, what am I doing? Let's see. Is it here, maybe? Okay, well, unfortunately, we want to at least have something from our choices, so we're going to have to go with the other choice. Cool. Highly unfortunate, but, apparently very low. God, it's so weird. It's so weird that of all things to break in your game with an update, you break specifically, like, tooltips and or, like, icons appearing. I really think this UI update was the biggest mistake that they've had for the game. Because it seems to have just, like, significantly hampered my ability to enjoy the decision-making process. Because, working with just completely random information is not great. Okay, let me just grab everything here. I wish there was a just buy all button. Okay, just click these. Okay, quickly, ship, post, upgrade, vulnerability scan, cool, components, armor, drive. You go to cargo. You go to cargo, we don't need you. One of you guys, one of you guys, and that's up to long lance. Okay. This time, let's save it. Yeah, I like how the advisors just give you the same options, but without as many bigger debuffs. Yeah, I really would like to know what the hell that ability is, but, as far as I can tell, it's magic. Alright, Jai, what happens here? Squad of brave smugglers slipped into mines, discovered long collapsed tunnels cleared up very recently. A naturally even wall covered in strange symbols caught their attention. The tunnel went deep down and was not connected on any mining maps. Colony administration gave order to conduct an archive survey, banned work in the sector, and had guards posted until the origin tunnel could be established. Okay. Oh, I didn't check if it was an item, to be fair. Okay, let's see. So this would be... the only character we have with armor is Abelard. Okay, the medkit one can be replaced. Let's see. So we have a deflection of 5, so this should give us 10 extra temporary wounds. Useful. It drops to 0. Okay, this is interesting because of this sentence. The wearer becomes a priority target of adjacent enemies. Is that a separate sentence? Is that like following up of when the wearer's wounds drop to 0, they fall prone and gain 10% of their maximum wounds as temporary wounds of adjacent enemies? This might be very useful. Once per round. Fascinating. Super good if it... like, is this all one effect? Right. I wish this was a little bit more clear of, like, is this when and then everything after it follows? Because this part here has to follow. On the next turn, they gain 30% of their wounds, they still have temporary wounds. So is everything you hear with the priority target only apply? Okay. Well, since we're already checking everything, we're going to check the other option, because why not? Why not at this point? We gotta discover it for ourselves. Because for some reason the game's tooltips broke. So, you know, can't know anything. Okay, yada yada yada. Okay, I want to check this one again, surely. And I wouldn't be so, like, sticky, like, if it didn't cost us anything, I would just stick with it and just, like, yeah, surely, later at some point it will pop up. Okay. Well. It is super weird, the fact that you can't even see on the colony itself, like, what the event actually gave you. And it's a little bit annoying. Oh god, okay. Apparently we have an event on Janus as well. Apparently this is the save and reload episode, because I'm getting a little tired of colony stuff not working. I would really love it if it did work. Would probably be one of my favorite elements, right? One of my favorite elements of the Raft of Righteous was a little bit of the kingdom management stuff. But, you know, at least that one worked. No, I already bought all the stuff for you. We have like 100% chance to see this, right? Yeah, cool. Okay, well, let's see. Does this one pop up? Interrogated strange prisoners, research and brain tissue not reveal any mutations. Laborers who have completely lost utility have been granted serviturization in order to maintain production levels. But it seems at the end something was found after all. Drawing prisoners has been too systematic. They could not simply be gibberish. The sets of repeating elements and dashes and dots are far too similar. But if indeed it was a secret language, then judging by its complexity and possibly decoding it, language is definitely not created by a convict. Alright. Surely this one. See, this one pops up. How frustrating. We'll just go with it. I'm fine with the Adeptus Mechanicus one. But yeah, obviously kind of frustrating that it's like, man, the options I would choose are functionally useless as far as anyone can tell. So it's not that bad when they don't cost anything, but if they cost something, I really would like to be able to actually see what the heck that meant or did or something. Okay, what do we got for actual options? At least Cutthroat worked. Okay. One mechanism for 3 plasteel, don't really care. 1 chemical for 2 efficiency, pretty solid. Just 2 security. Oh, a Drusian thing. And it blocks layer of Void Witch's reputation. This gives us grenades. Cutting their armor in half is actually pretty solid. Alright, what do we get here? It's a one-time Melta thing. I mean, some Drusian rep's nice, but... And this are more extractiums, which is kind of cool, but like, we're giving up phlogistic mechanisms. Envirodome. I fear no poison. Useful. And this blocks ergonomics. More hit chance is probably more useful overall. Okay, these ones require something, so let's look at these guys and then decide which one we're going to do here, because none of these mid-tier ones jumped out at me. System-wide security is pretty nice. Makes the torpedoes do more damage, is pretty solid. Oh, one of the projects. Interesting. Complacency, we get a 2-handed chain axe. That's pretty good, but doesn't offer too much. I wish melee weapons had a little bit more that they offered in terms of like special abilities for this stuff, because right now we're really just comparing damage. Oh, that's very tempting. Plus 5 damage on range attacks. 5% damage. So we need ergonomics for that, which is the one we were going to choose anyways. Like, poison stuff's nice, but... We don't get system-wide things, though, which is a little unfortunate. So that's really a trade. Is this 5% damage versus security. We haven't had any security-related events, honestly. I don't know what the heck it does, reality, right? Cope with negative events on his own. What does that mean? Complacency is kind of whatever. I still think we're going to go for that, so we need ergonomics. Which I think we'll do. Nope, we'll do ergonomics. It costs us nothing and we get 2 efficiency. Okay, let's save, lock this in, so I don't have to just redo it again. And do the same thing with Janice, because I'm sure we will not get the information we need to solve this problem. Alright. Janice is reporting about a disaster, ghostly Xenos figures that appear at dusk and go away at dawn. A ravenous swarm to attack one agricultural facility each night, freezing everything they touch. The attacks take place in the complexes closest to the uncontrolled sector of the planet, where nature itself is turned against us. What do you know about these wraiths? Not much. They are incorporeal and difficult to discern, but they happen to have Aldari features. The spirits draw the warmth out of humans, plants, and the life in inanimate objects. But it seems they do not hunt consciously, but rather they simply do not notice anything in their way. At dawn, they dissolve into mist. The wraiths also differ amongst themselves. Some are dark as void, others shine very brightly. What is spawning these wraiths? Is it a corrupted sector? It is likely. They gather at the borders of the break of dawn and whirl in a wild dance, howling and destroying all living things, then disperse into thousands of fading flashes. The agricultural facilities that happen to be in a way of dance just fall into disrepair. Something isn't right. The wraiths appear on the planet's outskirts, rush towards the heart of the contaminated region instead of invading from within it. Furthermore, the differences may suggest there are 2 groups of wraiths opposing each other, right? Drukhari and Aldari. Alright, advisors. When dealing with the Xenos, one should be prepared for manifestation of all sorts of ominous mysteries. There's a whole cast of specialists among the cult traders who can whisper at a Xenos artifact to expel the spirits residing within. Maybe we should ask them. Instead of relying on the wicked ways to solve these problems, it should be better to turn to our good priests. They're skilled exorcists and ecclesiarchy who drive out dark spirits. Oh, only 2 options. I expect Yulia to speak up here. Spirit Drape. Okay, we get 2 items. The items are easy to look up. And we are, like, guaranteed to actually get them, unlike traits, which apparently just some don't work. Or maybe they're invisible. Or maybe that they work, but they're completely invisible to the screen, which is, you know, not very useful and impossible to make a judgment about. Okay. Major psychic power, they gain a pretty big bonus. Problem is, right, this would be great for Cassia, but I know her things count as psyker abilities technically, right? Navigators are psychers to a degree. But I don't know if they're coded in the game like that, right? She doesn't necessarily have major or minor abilities. It would be insane, right? Because it gives 10 plus 2 times willpower bonus percentage to all psyker power damage after you use the major psyker power. This would, at the very least, allow... be pretty good for Heinrich's, right? Give his, like, psychic blast damage a little bit more oomph to it. And then the other option is Jai. Spirit Drape. Losing 1 profit factor is a lot less daunting than losing some complacency. The wearer's non-attack psychic powers cost 1 less AP during the wearer's first turn in combat. That opens up a lot of possibilities for Heinrich's turn 1. In fact, this literally replaces a potential perk that Heinrich's would take, where he takes the Biomancers have, cost less abilities on your turn 1. Question is what do I currently have Heinrich's on? So we're going to go with the Spirit Drape. Of course, Shireen. Jihadiri has friends all over the place. A group of suspicious characters covered in talismans arrived in Janus. After seeing Dance to Ghost firsthand, they conferred and they made a short trip in the jungle. They later returned, their numbers diminished, loaded with ancient Obdari obelisks stolen from their ruins. Locals call the obelisks installed in the agri complexes a blessed miracle. The energy resonance of the obelisks formed intangible domes providing shelter against the wraiths. Now also we get some of that. Okay. Quickly, Heinrich, you better not have too good of a necklace. You have a useless necklace. That is perfect. It's not even a necklace. You actually have a completely free slot. Alright, well, turn 1 is improved for Heinrich's a huge amount. Right, because he doesn't have a 1 AP minimum, so we might actually get free psychic abilities turn 1. Okay, cool. I happily spend 1 profit factor for that. Okay, cool. Colony stuff. Janus is done, right? Janus is done. Great. So Janus and Falston are done. Calva Gamma. We are not done. We can get Giants. It costs us some stuff. We get a profit factor and we get a lot of mobile extractium. Like, a lot. Adamantine's the only one that's actually worth anything worth worrying about. Can't get that one. Don't care about the Armored Prow. Losing a bunch of efficiency and security is kind of a pain, honestly. That is very strong, honestly. Alright, we'll do this one, though. It's just, these ones come with such large negatives. This one comes with no negatives, though, which is kind of why I wish actually I'd gotten Flawless Servitors instead. I just didn't want to spend the mechanisms. I mean, Colony-wide security bonus is pretty nice. Okay, and Dargonis got that done. Reputation, that's fine. Get some people, get some efficiency, which we are producing people from this place, so cyclical almost cost. We get some provisions, which we aren't spending on anything. Speed is Not sure how important that is at this point. Okay, let's look at our other options here. That is nice. Imperial Navy is also nice, and some security is also nice. 3 weapons, 3 adamantine. Weapons are fine, adamantine's a bit... And guilds... Ooh. The grenades aren't as useful, objectively. But they are, you know, applicable to multiple characters. We only lose resources we don't care about, and we get a lot of mechanisms. And we also get a lot of efficiency. So, despite... Yeah, I think we'll do guilds. We're just waiting for Fellowship and a Void for this one, but this is also a pretty solid one. Zealot. Medium range. Okay, pretty good. Alright, let's do guilds. Prometheum and Plasteel are fine to spend. Bye-bye. Okay, colonies are progressing. Let's get out of this. Alright. You know, managing the various systems done. Let's get out of here. Alright, well. Onward. Eight Plasteel is pretty darn good. We'll do it. And let's do this fight. You don't really need Plasteel, but... Well, at least we went before the Aldari Aconite. We actually spawned far enough that we're not completely screwed. Okay. Okay. The wider arc's actually pretty nice. And we still have this guy who's pretty good. Honestly, that short range is not too much worse than our long range there. Damn. So we fire...
Annihilate them!
Let's have you go. Shallow jump. Yeah, we can get by the torpedoes this way.
This
And we'll
one's
just take some
going
shots.
down. The time has come.
Oh, some actual damage. Oh, okay. You know, I'd kind of rather not die from my own damage.
Lay in the course.
Okay, misses are misses. You have a Shadow Lance, that's fine. Oh, I should have Shield Pulse and done that instead. Okay, well. You know what they say. Oh, man, dude. That's so bad. So I'm gonna take a lot of damage from that. Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
Set the course.
I'm just gonna end it. Okay, taking out shields are nice. Oh! Okay, that's okay.
We broke their shield, Lord
Oh
Captain.
my god, that was a lot of damage. Also, why are you saying we broke their shield? They broke our shield. Okay, let's do this. Sure.
The time has come.
Okay. Okay. Do that. There we go. Some good damage. Should have vulnerability scanned. No reason not to have vulnerability scanned. Interesting. That's not do what I thought.
Onward.
There you go. I was like, can we move at least? Oh, now shallow jump works. Kind of odd. Well, let's kind of not. Okay, well, whatever. That was the UI bugging out of the end. Like I said, God. Main complaint with this game is purely UI. Also, the fact that none of those hit is so funny. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. That's fine. Don't care about those torpedoes. Oh, camera? Oh, yeah, not having any shield there is a bit rough. Yeah, we're just getting really screwed there. Okay. Well, at least our shields are back.
Torpedoes locked. Bleed them.
Okay, significant improvement in our situation. Nope. There we go. Okay, so now we just need to make sure we aren't killed by that. But you know, honestly...
This one's going down.
Hopefully that's fine. We'll learn. You know what? Okay. Those torpedoes should be fine even if they hit. I think we can survive one torpedo. Okay, cool. We are good.
Unleash our vengeful salvo!
Okay. Let's give chase to these guys.
Set the course.
That's not available yet. Don't, well, I mean, I guess might as well use this. Mess this guy up.
Bleed them.
Ooh.
This one's going down.
Oh, sure. I will take that. I think it's probably best to shallow jump. I keep forgetting to use vulnerability scan. Oh, let's see if this guy kills us. Okay, we're alive. We're alive. Oh,
An
he's not.
opportunity to exploit.
Oh, he's still alive. Cool. That's fine. Can we? We can. Okay, this time. Although we could warp wave this guy out of existence.
Bleed them.
Cool.
They pale before our mastery of the void.
Took some damage there, but overall pretty fine. Just repair ourselves. Two adamantine. You know what? Adamantine gets used for everything. Just might as well grab it up when we got it. Something I meant to check is I totally forgot. She has Dukari weapon proficiency now, right? So we can equip the Starlight rounds on the long rifle. Only 4 max ammo, which is a little unfortunate, but having it do fatigued and slowed is pretty nice. Anyhow, gives us something else to use. Two plasteel, that's not worth it. Three Xenotech. We actually don't have much Xenotech, so let's drink it. Charred runes have been detected on the planet's surface. The architecture, building, materials, layout, and passages betray Xenos origins. There are currently no signs of Xeno activity on the planet, and ruins seem to be abandoned. Run a detailed scan. Burnt husk of an Imperial shuttle has been found in the heart of the ruins. The pilot remains are badly damaged, and it would seem the shuttle smashed into the building at full speed, causing the fire that destroyed it. Oh. Ooh, so Jay says we should honor them by taking their equipment. Argenta says we should erect a monument to hold service in their honor. Let's do this one, because I imagine it's not going to be actually that good stuff. Alright. Let's erect a monument. Hold service in their honor. Some reputation. Cool. Many crew members disembark in order to honor the nameless hero, while many more remain on board the ship to listen to a Voxcast liturgy in the somber gloom of the decks. Even though the pilot's name is unknown, the sacrifice will be remembered in the hearts of the Imperium's 2 children. Okay, and then we probably would have gotten the reputation for, the other stuff. Well, that's interesting. Vigilant member of the Ark Crew detected a small Xenos vessel drifting through the void. Ship's unpowered, shows no sign. Send out a boarding shuttle. Squad-boarded vessel that issue incursion was laid waste to the ship's system, blood death to the entire crew. Interior is full of Aldari corpses, no weapons are found on board. Dead Xenos, judging by their clothing, were not part of any warrior caste, merely a crew of a now defunct ship. Uriet claims to have recognized symbols of dead Aldari clothes. They're civilian refugees from Kuritash. That was odd. I feel like we already had the dialogue option there. That was, said it was picked, so, was this like an area that used to be part of the Xenos questline and is no longer? And that's just like a leftover piece? Okay. We're still just kind of chilling. Let's just save our warp points. We'll go through one dangerous thing. If it nukes the entire ship, though, I'm reloading. Receive a message from Scoundrel on Dragonis. He studied the date of the incursion on the VO 6 and includes mention of the name of Xenos leaders. He promised to direct efforts to aids to identify those enemies' humanity so their location can be determined. He's also reporting to Drukhari getting ready for more attacks on our territory. Information from his aides continues to arrive, and Alcalaeus will personally report to you the moment the target for upcoming raid becomes clear. Drukhari excel at catching their opponents off guard, and there will be little time to mount a response. According to Master Scanlar, your personal participation in defense would be the best strategy given the circumstances. Cool. We got new colony development, which means we're going to get another text log thing, which is, the worst part of the colony management since it doesn't work 50% of the time. Janus is done. Galva Gamma, some security for all colonies, and then there's a bunch of extractiums. We honestly... What is the new contract here? Give weapons for some extractiums. Don't really need. Yeah, none of these are particularly enticing. Okay. Well, we have a lot for Prefume. If anyone wants to get away with Prefume, that's fine. Back to the colonies. So, Kiava Gamma, your security is 5. You have pretty low security, admittedly. But we have taken things that give us, more security. So, we can theoretically get away with doing this. The Armored Prow. We get Plasteel, we get Prop Factor. Do I care too much about that? Not really. Unwelcome Guest gives us 9 mechanisms, which is a lot. But we do lose a lot of efficiency. We do get enemies minus 10 evasion, which is at least something. We also get some profit factor. What's our efficiency? 4. Again, we're going to hold off on Kiava Gamma. I don't know why that one is just such strong debuffs. Alright, Viabos. They're once again in turmoil at the depths of level MD Zeta 05. The Overseers discovered a mountain of mutilated bodies as if crushed by the millstones and mining machines. All the dead are convicts. The Overseers believe that this is a cult of heretics operating in the ranks of prisoners offering human sacrifices. Prisoners themselves claim that the atrocity was committed on the order of the superintendent to rid the prison of the more inconvenient inmates. The superintendent tried to reason with the mob, but he was mauled instead. His desecrated remains are found inside the cells where the prisoners were being tortured during interrogation of the strange convicts. The Overseers managed to isolate the rebels inside the mining facilities, but an assault would result in high losses of workforce. On the other hand, prisoners are ready to lay down their weapons, cease violence, and repent that the Rogue Trader would only demonstrate some compassion towards their plight, possibly reforming some of the more severe punishments. Then who killed the people who were found in the mines? Unknown. Riot made their investigation more difficult. Maybe it was the work of the superintendent, or maybe there is, say, a Cult of the Final Dawn operating... a cell of the Cult of the Final Dawn operating amongst prisoners. But there's oddly a few picks that Overseers have managed to scrounge together. When they use imagination, they can see a certain pattern in the scattered bodies, one that is remotely similar to the ones difficult prisoners had been drawing. What do you think, officers? If the governor and a pack of Overseers cannot handle the duties, should they not take place of their wards? And could there not be worthy administrators amongst those who oppose them? Let's not do that. A lot of commoners is Malta nobleman who had been attempting to reason with them. How awful. Perhaps the underground madness has spread among them and assumed a new form, turning them into monsters in the process. It would be cruel to kill them in this case, and much more humane to dissect their brains in order to well-meaningly reduce their ferocity and inclination. Okay, servitorization, effectively. It had once been done in my house when serfs had rebelled in their ignorance, a rather merciful step. We get Okay, we get stuff there, but Mercy of the Fallen could be interesting. We also get Mercy of the Fallen here. But we lose efficiency. Okay, so this is the Jai better version. We could get Scourge of Eobos. But we do so without the negatives. Conduct a thorough investigation. We have to understand the prisoner's cause of death and track down the culprits. And Keen Mind. Ooh. Keen Mind sounds cool. Let me... again, have to try to Google this. Let's see. Find in page. Oh my god, dude, using wikis on the phone is actually a war crime. Plus $3 reduction for everyone is pretty good. Let's see. Scourge. Alright, we're going to go with House Cecilio. We're going to go with Cassio. Mercy to Fallen might be good, but I imagine that's actually probably going to end up terribly. Because there is likely some actual things going on. Alright, let's do the Scourge. Convicts who had their brains dissected lost any urge to cause violence and provoke others. Now they find quiet pleasure in monotonous work and lack communication with other people. They know their experiment has been highly successful. Interrogation did also not yield any information to identify the one behind the murders that sparked the riots. The level has been sealed. Alright, time to see if that was all for nothing. Hey, absolute efficiency works. There we go, this pops up. Oh. You know, 3% crit hit chance. I will take that. That is, you know, a nice tiny little passive. Also, new project. Apparently this has turned into the colony management while I just complain about things type situation. Yeah, superior munitions. Some people for some... we need to find something to spend some of this stuff on. Yeah, okay. Let's see. You know, this is not terrible. Give us more of those. We should honestly just go around then and just like literally place anytime we find anything. So these raid things that Alcalaeus is talking about, that's probably where security is going to come in useful. You don't need torpedoes to do more damage. Yeah, we'll do this one. Yeah, we're giving up 2 security on everything, but this is just very solid. Right, that's a literal stat increase and then also a flat damage buff for all allies. It only costs 4 people, so... we'll do it. Complete the level 3 is our second thing. Okay. Let's visit the system. Actually, Undetermined. Let me just quickly scan the world map to see if there's anything actually immediately pressing. As far as I can tell, time really only passes when you are jumping around. Yeah, we don't have any like actual specific quests going on. That's fine. Laboratorium or Lithoribium maledicta. That's a good name. Seven plasteel. We're at 36. I think we're honestly fine. Even though that is a good amount, we don't need any right now. Provisions. And also actually landing. Alright, well, let's land. Wasteland Wayfarer. Ooh, pop elbows.
None shall stand in my way.
Oh, cutscene. Are we getting sealed in? Is that what's about to happen? Yeah. Thought so. Oh. What? Gilbert, you passed an awareness check. I failed. Is it that door? I don't know. Strange sound reminds you of dripping water or clattering of something sharp against metal. Airlock is still tight. This isn't right. You think you remember never activating the seal on your way through. I know I'm about to say the obvious, but I will say it anyways. There's something off about this. Very off. Open the airlock. Control panels being uncooperative. You know enough about the machine spirit behavior to conclude that it's not malice that is making them refuse to comply at higher priority that they are executing. After repeating the command entry protocol 3 times with the appropriate prayer, Sec Priest says in a gloomy, raspy voice, the machine spirit controller does airlock is too simple and guileless to be tricked. It would be easier to deconstruct this airlock than compel to open, right? It's just a simple magnetic seal. Yeah, we're just going to, it's going to be just stuff. Be like, yep, you just gotta do it.
Follow my...
Do you not struggle to carry the burden of all your years, Grey Warrior? Will your hand not eventually betray you in combat?
Youth has vigor on its side, but age has knowledge. I'm sure even a long-lived Xenos must understand the importance of experience. Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Good. I'd hope so. It was literally opening a single window. Okay, just literally garbage.
My Auspex has detected something.
Metal box is brutally forced open. Why would the ship owners break in if they could simply turn the key?
It's about time.
Can I not loot it? Because, like, the little prompt was there anyways. Also, we found a half-eaten body. I'm addressed as Master Captain once more. How many times I swear never to venture into the void again during those 2 Terran years I spent among the mangled ruins of the unheralded Reckoning's Bridge. Unfortunately, life and gravity didn't bring me peace. Okay. Reverend Hyonimus promised me that performing a selfless feat of devotion would bring me serenity. Maybe he's right. I'm still writing this journal during the long nights to keep my sanity, just like I did for 2 years. Okay, let me just skim through this because this might be that's a lot of text. Okay. Okay, his ship comprises of pilgrims. Base inspection finished. Nothing to worry about. Faith does not bring me peace. I prefer to not take any sides in the theological dispute that's broken out aboard our vessel. Ignoring the debates altogether, I let Reverend Gravick handle it. Okay. So there's a religious schism going on amongst all the pilgrims. The Wasteland Wayfarer is successfully landed on the planet's surface. I wonder if it will ever leave it. Settlement's already being built down the hill. Its official colony destination is AA649 Minoris. Call it Josephine. Sure. When first stepped onto the surface, Reverend Gravik's congregation and nourishers used different airlocks to leave the vessel. Seems like they've seized any and all communication, so yeah, full-on schism. Okay, so more religious problems. Sure, civil unrest, and they cut power to the colony. Oh. Okay, so something interesting happened regarding a religious schism and potentially a cultish brainwashing.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
My success was inevitable.
Claw marks some beast trying to claw into the shaft. We've got melta charges. Alright, do you have a new journal? Nope, just a simple las pistol. Okay, sure. No, at least we got our melta charge back, +1. Why are you purple? I want to loot you.
A new challenge for me?
Oh, hey. Let's quick save. There we go. In the light of distant stars, our Emperor Progenitor wanders warily. With thoughts and visions of us, he sends his particles of his light, though his body suffers, his mind lingers on us. Let us therefore nourish him with the light of our souls, with our prayers and our faith. Let's observe silently for a second. And here come the afflicted. He throws back his hood and you see an ugly face. Flat, wide nose, disproportionately large brow ridge, irisless eyes with enormous pupils. He is a mutant. Welcome aboard to the boat of the Nourishers. Heinrich's recoil said grimaces and touches his temple as if pained by headache. This is bad. This is very, very bad. Ready your weapon. This being's nature has strayed too far from mankind's blessed genome. The Creed sees no humanity in deviations like these, and so it commands that such creatures be exterminated without mercy. I understand this to be a trap. Am I correct? Indeed, afflicted one. You have nowhere to run. May the peace of our progenitor be upon you. Oh, is this a Genestealer cult, maybe? I don't know too much about Derodids, but I know that they do like some genetic manipulation of like local populace to like prepare for the invasions. Ding. Yeah, it's probably like Tyranids or something, right? They're little skittery bug people. They can dash with Boxcaster and try to contact a ship. Von Valancius, command locked, signals off before you manage to say anything. We must get out of this trap. Plan a retreat. Yep, through the airlock back the way you came, and your path may lead to a dead end. It's an old military adage that says when you're already in deep trouble, don't poke around anything unless you know where you'll find there. I propose we get out the same way we came in. Optimal retreat route calculated, delaying is not advised. Alright, we gotta go. Rune cover control panel near the box receiver. A green lumen burns beneath the engaged airlock seal switch. The switch socket is corroded and not immediately yield to your touch, but the lumen changes color to blood red and swirling deactivated airlock rises up from the depths of the ship. Oh. That looks like a Tyranid of some sort. Genestealer. Yeah, okay, I was right about the Genestealer thing. 330 health, but one enemy is dealable with. Cold ambush. How much armor do you have? 0. High dodge, though. Isn't it? Okay, well. Alright, let's see how this goes. Not too many honest options we have here, so. Oh, I can't see around this corner apparently. Well, in that case.
Suits my purposes.
Okay.
I shall not fear.
Let's just go here then. We'll just do this for more damage. Okay, that one should be free. Cover. Sure. We're not going to be doing any damage this turn, so it's fine.
Already done.
There we go, we got that. I guess we could have removed their dodge quite a bit, but... we're hidden. Okay, you know what to do with it. Do I not have a sightline on them? I do. Oh, it's over there. Okay, cool.
This
Any pretty
tedium is
opening.
beneath me.
Okay. Let's just do this. Good. Still not getting our crits, unfortunately. What is our crit chance? Oh. Pretty good if we actually stack the buffs. Okay, and then... honestly...
I understand your intent.
Okay, Heinrichs. Yeah, so notice how this is free. Notice how this is very free. Oh my god, our turn 1 is crazy now. How much does this give? 30 right now?
For the throne's glory.
Yeah, you know what? Just build up all the warp. Doesn't matter, you're the only one who does it, so.
I won't object to it.
Okay, so we can charge, shoot, kick. That's I think the plan here.
The Emperor is on our side. But of course, Lord Captain.
Ah. What's this parry chance? Okay, our hit chance. There we go. Good turn, Bozo. Alright, prepare to meet our Lord and Savior. The power of the warp is in our hands. Oh, that he got a lot of health back. What the hell? Like what? Well, If you're going to be like this, I haven't been making use of this much, honestly, but at some point it's going to win us a fight. Buff ourselves, that's fine, and then I believe...
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Uno!
I am a navigator, not a servant. How could I with grace, at least?
Yeah, buddy. Cool.
Follow my lead.
That's fine. Honestly, a little bit annoying.
At your beck and call.
How'd you have the spawn so far away?
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Okay. That's fine. I'm not sure if this applies to, like, enemies that enter. We'll see. Yeah, you get up here, Basco. Uno. We'll just slow this down. It's actually a problem, because now he won't be able to attack Avalar. It's fine. It's whatever.
My vow is to serve.
Yep. Do we? We should do this just for the dodge purpose of it.
Running binary override.
Pretty good if you ask me. We get the AP back, and now we get to fire our offhand again. I should really organize these things a little bit better, but it's fine. He's getting hurt, and that's really what matters. Yeah, we're doing pretty solid. Okay.
Not a problem for
I'm gonna
me.
move this guy up. Really? Really? Sure. They don't seem to have ranged attacks, so it's like whatever. Just in case. I like how apparently I have a dialogue option down here. Okay. This is free, so...
Nothing I can't do.
Oh yeah, weak body, weak soul. Minus 21 toughness is actually nothing to necessarily sneeze at. We're more likely to hit the enemy, that's good. Oh yeah, because we saw Hamper of Emperor replied. I was like, what the heck? Okay. Let's get over here. Because as we've learned, we have the issue of,
If it serves your cause.
Oh! Well, that's a slightly different problem. Okay.
Everyone, step aside.
Well, aren't you so cool?
Naturally.
Applied to everyone, right? Yep, because this is not line of sight based. Yeah, buddy, ain't looking good for you.
I won't object to it.
Cool.
For the throne.
Oh my god, we're killing them too quickly.
I feel
Oh, might as well use
power
this.
surging.
That doesn't give us any Psyker rating because it's only the teammates who Psyker ability gives us that. But, yeah. At least we get the a little bit of bonus from damage from the other feat that we have. Alright, everyone else, I guess just make your way up here. Yeah, I wanted to loot the things, honestly. You already have. No, you don't actually have this. Who did I give this to? Did I give this to you? I did. Okay. Yeah. Enjoy your near 100 toughness. We'll just do this. Alright, Heinrich, you're the one who's movement, so there you go. Enjoy your damage. And yeah, I think we'll just end it here. Alright. You get up here, Abelard. Fortunately, the enemy is dying too quickly, so we can't actually reasonably fight them. Who cares? Just get your ass over here. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna not lose our bonus, so we're just gonna area attack randomly. You're very specifically not supposed to be able of overheating. Like, that is like the definition of what your thing's supposed to do. This gun doesn't work. I'm gonna have to replace it. I'm gonna have to replace it with the higher damaging variant, so this is like legitimately doesn't work. Sure. Well, nothing else, at the very least. At least I assume that thing is still going. Oh, I guess now would have been a good time for them to drag their areas with them. Oh well. Combat Locust actually allowing us to reposition 2 per turn is actually such a nice little unstated buff. Well, it does it because we got the perk for it, but yeah. That's fine. Let's get this one coming up here. Why not? Apply this. And that's it. Yo, is that Hamamenden?
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Okay. Become enfeebled. How much does that actually drain? Minus 20 strength and plus 20% damage is pretty solid. Okay. What did we kill with? We did the hotshot pistol. Cool. So that means we can charge. We might as well just use
I won't
this.
object to it.
Sorry, buddy, but your ambush is going horribly. Cool. And then we kick the man. We can warp speed Abelard. Alright.
But of course.
Just gonna alternate
Lord
smacking this man. 7 versatility is pretty funny.
Holy, your reckoning is due.
Hell yeah. Stupid Genestealers thinking you're tough. See, we would have missed this. A heavy stubber. That's pretty bad. Oh, the rate of fire. That's pretty interesting. So 10 rate of fire. The damage in armor pen's pretty bad, but something to consider. Also useless. Cool. Let's quick save. Yeah, we just don't have anyone who uses heavy weapons in our party, so it's kind of like whatever. And we don't have anyone that's spec'd for fire rate bonuses, right? Because the like 100% fire rate buff is pretty crazy with that. Well, we found Genestealers. That's not a good sign. Tyranids are in the system. Or at least they're preparing for the system. Small planet gently ramps in amber forest, greets you with ruby-colored dawn. Basil von dem Cleric, the local governor, gives a warm welcome. After several glasses of Damascene, the sweltering ruler asks if we'd like to keep him company during the upcoming hunt. Sure, let's go hunting. After several hours of riding local peculiar animals, you make camp in the middle of the golden forest. The points of the sky flat disc rise over the horizon, constantly morphing in color and shape. The forest grows silent empty, you can no longer hear the singing birds or even rustle of wind. Nods of satisfaction and a few steps in the clearing. The governor nods of satisfaction and a few shapes step into the clearing. Your eyes are twisted by unknown phenomenon, and you watch the freaks in astonishment as they begin to dance and throaty cackle as the brethren, turning the bony ghosts and pulsating flesh of their scaly hands toward the unnatural thing in the sky. What's going on? Fast clearly, about to see your own eyes. Alright, let's watch. The hypnotic dance seems to continue forever. The unfortunate creatures howled, whined, and convulsed, unable to tear their bleeding eyes from their celestial body. When the Pathfinder disc outshone even the light of the local star, the physical shells of the things that used to be men burst, releasing beasts onto this plane that not even the most fluent and capable pen could describe. He said it explains the creatures you saw are the children of the great king of distortion. It is he who is the true god and patron of these fertile grounds. Once every cycle his chariot shines in light down upon the world and bestows transformations in the most ardent flowers. The Road Trader may become one of his heralds. This is Tzenich, right? They're the, like, change people. Execute him on the spot. Gar's head separates from his neck with a distinctive squelch. Black and brown blood seeps into the soil beneath his corpulent body and is immediately transformed into a rivaling tangle of worms that burrow deep into the ground with unnatural speed. Turn to the ship, pondering what to do with the world and, more importantly, what to do with the King of Distortion. Let's chart a course to the anomaly. You observe suspicious activity emanating from Twisted Celestial Body at the heart of the system. Chaplain advises you to be ready for a potential encounter of splendid arch enemies, so it'd be wise to reconsider unless you have holy relics, sacred wards, and blessed effigies of the Emperor. A flame of plethora of colors, the distorted celestial disk trembles slightly. Beyond the endless windows, Catherine's British Road Trader ship approaches its center. Like how we didn't get an actual option to, like, back out. Otherworldly voice, cold and enveloping, enters your mind. What could this puny wretch possibly offer a king? Our ship took damage. The officers on the bridge look around perplexed, their eyes full of terror and confusion. Many clutch their heads and let out long howls of pain. Some empty their stomachs, but most, pale, exhausted though they are, join Lord Captain in resisting the entity's influence. Who am I talking to? Endless flow of images fills their consciousness, horrifying scenes of millions tortured souls. Your schemes rend your mind. Their pain pierces you with 1,000 red-hot needles. King, ruler, the one who is obeyed. That is all you can make sense, although you see much more. Tell them to release the Amber Worlders. No, we don't have any holy gifts. Let's fire all the cannons. How dare you discourage King with trifles. MT is furious and you feel a gust of invisible wind blow 1,000 blades through your ship. Not good, not good. Didn't have a holy relic, no. There's a not terrible argument that you should really just keep one of every resource in your supply ships for encounters. Interesting. Well, that was something. Oh! Whoa! I guess we're here. Cool. I really don't feel like traveling all the way back up there. Let's see. Yeah, this is just speculo. So I'm going to actually just very quickly check out that other planet. And besides that, do everything the same.
Victory awaits!
We got the items, right? Okay. And those poor Genestealers, they thought they were capable of standing up to us. Kind of pathetic. Cool. Yeah, cool. We got the item. So let's do this planet first and then do that. It's probably going to be nothing. It's going to be 50 XP, watch. It's 2 plasteel. Crazy. Is it possible for us to kind of cheat and, do we have any holy relics? We don't need these. I don't think I can sort by, like, type of thing that it turns into. Most gear seems to be Mechanicus cargo, which makes sense, but... Okay. No, we do not get to cheat and have holy relics. Okay. Well, in that case. Watch in silence, get the thing. Execute him. What? Huh? Huh? I said leave. Okay. Okay, absolutely no choice actually there. Oh, kind of weird rumor. Oh, this is the auger anomaly. Have we gone here yet? Oh, I'm gonna quickly save. Also, okay, so that's all done. Also, this has been going on for a bit. I've been playing for actually quite a while. Oh yes, we've been here. This is the Bottomless Pit. Alright, we already interacted with the Abyss. Okay. Never mind. Be gone. Pascal Hahnemann. Okay, yeah, I guess we're down here now. Yeah, I had magnetic storm. That's what I was confusing with. Okay, well, I think that is the goodest place as any to leave it. We finished clearing up out here. We got some colony progress. Well, not that much time actually passed in our travel. Yep. Good colony progress. And, oh, we actually have an option here. Now that we have giants, we can give up plasteel and stuff for some profit factor and provisions. Perfect. So the last thing to do on Janus. Okay. Well, besides that, we are now down here. We've got quite a bit of resources going, and now we are waiting for Sandalar's information. Besides that, we're kind of just putzing around exploring the rest of the Cronus Expanse.